Have you ever looked at someone and thought, wow, they're so lucky? It's a common thought. We tend to see people who succeed as having something special that just fell into their laps. But what if I told you that luck isn't just about random chance or waiting around for the perfect moment? You don't need to be born lucky. You can actually create your own luck. Luck is a very real thing that can help us tremendously, either to succeed in something or to just give us the right motivation to keep doing something. And I think I know how to somewhat control it. But first, what is luck really? Well, apparently, luck is success or failure apparently brought by chance rather than through one's own actions. Luck is often defined as being in the right place at the right time. To that, I say, bullshit. You can create your own luck and make it appear right when you need it. Here's how I imagine luck works. Imagine you're working on a skill, a project, or even exploring something new. Maybe it's learning a language, building a portfolio, or even just putting yourself out there in new ways. Picture this as a field you're cultivating, and on this field, from time to time, a lucky lightning strikes. When it hits, it brings an opportunity, a breakthrough, or even just a small success that moves you forward. Now, each new effort you put into this field, each project, each step, each attempt, is like planting a small flower. It might be a project you're working on, a skill you're honing, or something valuable you're building. The goal? You want that lucky lightning to strike one of your flowers, not just an empty patch. That's when you get lucky with something, when your effort aligns with opportunity. But how do you make sure lightning hits where you want? Simple. You plant a fuck ton of flowers. You fill that field with effort so the lightning has no empty space to land on. You're practically forcing it to land on something you've worked hard on. And remember, these aren't just any flowers. They need to be strong, real efforts, not just wilted, half-assed ones planted to take up space. Starting small is fine, but keep pushing forward. Building a field full of real, valuable work takes time and energy. But when that lightning finally strikes, you'll know you made your own luck. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Imagine someone training for years in a skill like coding, graphic design, or public speaking. When a job or chance to showcase that skill arises, they're ready. From the outside, it may look like they got lucky, but in reality, they created that luck through preparation. This is the key difference between waiting for something good to happen and making it happen. Luck favors the consistent. Small, consistent actions might not seem like much at first, but they build a foundation over time. Think about this. Every time you learn a new skill, meet someone new, or put your work out there, you're opening doors that might lead to an unexpected opportunity. So if today you did something to improve yourself, you made a real difference. Even if it was the smallest thing, maybe you went to the gym and worked out for 10 minutes or even just 5 minutes at home. It doesn't matter. You improved your body by a fraction. If you wrote one line of code, you made yourself more comfortable with coding. If you said goodbye to the cashier at the grocery store, you're building the habit of being polite. One of the most important habits a person can have. Every little thing matters in its own way. Hell, the whole universe wouldn't have been created if some microscopic atom hadn't moved a fraction of a millimeter. Why shouldn't your actions matter? And even if you didn't do anything productive today, tomorrow is another day. I know you're making progress one way or another because you're a magnificent bastard and I love you. Another important part of making your own luck is staying open to opportunities. Sometimes we have a narrow idea of what success or achievement should look like. This mindset can lead us to ignore unexpected paths that could bring us closer to our goals. Being open to a different opportunity, maybe a smaller project, an unexpected partnership, or a side hobby, can sometimes lead to great things. Now, how can you start making your own luck? Keep learning. Skills are tools you can use whenever an opportunity arises. Network and meet new people. Now, I know how that sounds. Scariest shit I've ever heard. I personally hate it because I'm socially awkward and don't really know how to be persuasive. But I have a pro tip that has helped me and still opens doors for me. Just be nice and polite. That's it. As simple as it sounds, it really makes a huge difference. Surprisingly, a lot of people will keep you around just because they like you, for no other reason than the fact that you're nice and polite to them. I've worked in places where, during recruitment, more qualified candidates were passed over simply because I was nicer to be around. And even when I didn't qualify for a job, I'd still leave a good impression on the recruiters, and they'd put in a good word for me the next time I applied. People often underestimate how much their connections influence their opportunities. Expanding your network gives you a broader chance to discover new opportunities. Take small risks. Say yes to things that push you a bit outside your comfort zone. Maybe there's a project or job you're not comfortable with because you think you can't do it right. Fuck it. Just go for it. Try doing it. In most cases, you have Google, YouTube, or even ChatGPT to help you out. Most work situations aren't life or death. For example, I once tried working as a phone salesman. Me, the person who hates talking to people. Picture this. The client is yelling at me on one end because I don't know what to say, and my manager is yelling at me in my headphones because I'm losing the client. Guess what? I failed miserably. I didn't even last 2 weeks, and here I am sharing this story with anyone on the internet who'll watch this video. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you grow and open yourself to new experiences. Whether they turn out good or bad, they shape who you are. And let's be real, these experiences make for some great stories later on. Set small goals and stay consistent. Break your goals into smaller steps that you can achieve consistently. Over time, these add up to larger achievements and a greater chance of lucky breaks. So, don't wait for the perfect chance to fall into your lap. By building skills, staying open-minded, and consistently putting in the work, you're stacking the odds in your favor. Instead of waiting for luck, go out there and create it yourself. In the end, you might be surprised by how lucky you become.